On our Beauty Bliss project. This is my wonderful aunt Cheryl, and we're going to interview her. So, Cheryl, 4% of women think they're beautiful. What do you think of this number?
I think it's too low.
Do you think it's right, though?
I think there's a lot of women that have a negative connotation about themselves, yes.
Where do you think it comes from? Like, what creates that?
Sometimes I think it's how you were raised, who you were raised with. I think sometimes we pay too much attention to peer group, peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think it's maybe as you're growing up, if the mother puts forth the wrong emphasis on something like that.
That, like, you need to lose weight or do this or do that. I think guys do that sometimes too, like friends where their boyfriends want them to tan and have their toes done.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, so where do we start? Like, how do we change this number and make it higher?
I think it starts from inside.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when I was young, I was raised with 3 brothers,
Mm-hmm.
and I had very supportive parents, and we was on a farm. So there was a lot of downtime. There's a lot of quiet time.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, there was a lot of reflecting, and I'm going to say, like I said, again, it comes from the inner self. It was one of those things where I felt like I could do things, that I was somebody, but I felt important to my family.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, I always had that feeling of self-worth.
Okay, so you think it's something that can come from family, like we can teach our children, but something too that we can grow into if we don't have that?
And we can emulate it. But yes, I still feel like you can grow into it if you're not.
Because not everyone has that, like, loving childhood.
Correct.
To support them. Okay, so how would you describe beauty? What is beautiful to you?
Nature's beautiful.
Very good.
It's God's creation. And then you have to stop and think about it, that we are God's creation. And we don't have an ugly God, so we don't have ugly people.
Very good.
And to me, the heart is what makes beauty.
Oh, I like
it's
that
not
answer.
The makeup. That's just an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's the heart.
Mm-hmm. It really transcends anything that you see.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so do you think you're beautiful?
You know what, Benny Sue? I will have to say in a very humble way, I don't look at beauty from a visual way. I look at beauty more so in the inner part, in the inner beauty. So yes, humbly, I think I'm not beautiful.
Do you think, though, that part of that 4% is, though, because we felt like we would be bragging if we said we're beautiful, that lowers that number too?
Yes.
I see that. And I do have to tell you that when I didn't interview her on the video, but when Mom and I were talking about beauty before, and she talks about how now she sees people truly as beautiful, like when they're really good, and she said that you were one of the people that really make her think that you're a great example.
Oh.
That.
Well, that's very touching.
I just want to let you know that. Okay, so any final comments, words, recommendations?
Number one, I want to thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Benny, really, seriously, because I love it at your age that you are getting this all together. I don't know where you're going to go with it, but I love it. And you've made me really think about beauty at your age, and here I am, 55. But I really love the idea of thinking about beauty, but in a different way, not oil of Olay or Revlon or anything like that. It's a totally different kind of beauty. And you know what? It's a beauty that's always with you.
Yes. You carry it around all the time.
Exactly.
You don't have to apply it.
Exactly.
It's easier.
That's true.
Less time. All right. That's it for Cheryl. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
Bye.